So Elise Stefanik makes an idiot statement this morning on Twitter that Democrats want open borders and want illegal immigrants to vote. And, Republicans just want election security and a safe country. I call bull. I do. I call bull. Let me start out by saying your replacement theory is 100% correct. It's not a theory. It's a fact. We Democrats want to replace you racist, negative, mean, lousy, idiot Republicans with immigrants. We do. We really do. Because, immigrants, especially the ones coming over the southern border, because we've actually spent time with them, know that they're fun people, man. They're good people. They're salt of the earth, man. I've said it 1,000 times. And you're a bunch of jerks. So, yes, we would very much like to replace you with them, so we can hang out and make fajitas and have cervezas and, get some shit done. Yeah, that's a fact. Replacement theory is a fact. I just want to be clear on that. What we Democrats want is we want to fix the system at the southern border so that these people can come in legally. But you Republicans who keep claiming that you just want them all to come in legally, that's it. I just want them to come in legally. Yeah, bull. Keep blocking us from fixing that system because you're so worried about being replaced, because you're a bunch of stinky ass assholes. You are. And you're just terrified of people that are good people coming in here that want to work, want to chase the American dream. They don't want to be assholes. They just want to raise their family and live the American dream. That really is the bottom line. You want to talk about nut cutting time? That's it. Your average Republican is a freaking asshole, man. They're entitled. They're mean. They're just people. Just people. Bottom line, that's it. And your average immigrant is a pretty damn decent human being. It's really that simple. Have you ever hung out with some immigrants? Have you ever been to a job site where they're working? Radio's playing. They're all happy to be working. I mean, they're working their asses off, man. Tired. And they're still decent people. Let me tell you a story long time ago when I used to drive truck. I was making a delivery out on a job site, got a big old rock stuck on in between my duals. And I'm like a dummy, didn't have my hammer with me. This group of immigrants were up there decking the roof on a house, man. Guy whistles at me, hey, got my attention. Looked up, he pulls a framing hammer out of his belt, throws it down off the roof to me. I'm talking 2-story house. Throws it down off the roof to me so I can bust a rock out of my tire. I took a look at this hammer, and if you folks don't know, hammers can get expensive, man. They really can. I'm not talking about your average, wooden handled little Home Depot special. This was a real professional's framing hammer. And man, I tell you, he just threw it down to me to bust a rock out of my tire. Guy didn't know me from Adam, man. Just decent human being, and that's the kind of story I could tell you over and over and over and over again, man. And you keep coming after Hispanics, whether they're from Guatemala, whether they're from Nicaragua, whether they're from Panama, whether they're from Mexico, whatever. You talk about them like they're second-class citizens, like they're some bad thing, You think south of the border, all of a sudden people start getting real shitty? They don't. They're just people, man. That's why you get your ass on a cruise ship and you go down there. It ain't because it's hot. You go down there for the music. You go down there for the food. You go down there for the people. And then you want to turn around and act like when you're up here, that is, all these horrible hordes coming in to replace us. Well, let me tell you, we'd like to replace you, but nobody's going to drag your sorry fat ass out of the country. You're here. And no, nobody's going to make you learn Spanish, even though it's easy as hell, and you probably should do it anyways, because the rest of the world is freaking bilingual, trilingual. Shoot, man. And this is another one. I've got a very, very, very good friend whose mother speaks 7 languages. 7 languages. She happens to be ethnically Mexican, but she speaks 7 languages. They were walking in Walmart, her and her mother, and they were speaking Spanish. And this old Republican comes running up to them. We speak English here. We speak English here. You don't be speaking in foreign languages here. We don't speak Mexican here. And she turned around and she told her, would you prefer it? She told her in Portuguese. She told her in French. She told her in Russian. She told her, which language would you frickin' prefer? I don't know what to do with you Republicans anymore. But don't ever tell me that you want them to come here legally, and that's what your hang up is. Because you damn well don't, because you keep putting people in office that won't fix the system that allows them to come here legally. And let me give you one more little tidbit. I'm old. You're old. We are an aging country that didn't have a lot of kids because we wanted big houses and land and nice cars and want to buy a goddamn Suburban that costs $100,000. You know, it's ridiculous. Jeep Wagoneer that costs, you know, starts out base model $61,000. So we didn't have kids. We wanted stuff. You know, so let me clue you in on a little secret. We need a younger generation. We need 2 younger generations to be filled for our country to economically operate. We're going to lose our status in the world because we're aging out. And they're not going to come from Europe because Europe's in the same damn situation. But you know who figured it out? France. France figured it out. They've got immigrants coming in from everywhere. And believe me, French people are very proud of being French, but they figured it out. And if they can figure it out, you damn Republicans can figure it out. Anyways, this is old Texas Paul out. Y'all have a good day.